battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Come on. There we go. You see it?
On first down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Got a man. It's Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Let's go.
Now Trubisky on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Here's Trubisky. Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. This is first and goal from about the 8. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight to your right, tight to your right.
Play action now. Cousins. Now he'll escape to his right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
300. Two.
Cousins on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, here's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
300. Two.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gun. We're going. Let's go. Move. Black.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Cousins again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hang on, we got you see it, you see it?
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you,
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally.
Now Trubisky lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Trubisky now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Trubisky will throw. Escapes it, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Everson Griffin able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. To throw is Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
Go ahead.
They pitch it out to Cook. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The return of Cook, a big boost to this Viking offense. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. Cousins to throw it. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well, as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
Go ahead.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, we're good. First. Two.
To the air again, it's Cousins. That's going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
4 down. Mike 5-9.
They'll run for it with Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Move.
Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw, and incomplete. He was looking for Jordan. Howard that time. And now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
Gotta go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky 50. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Nathan.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Cousins now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now Cousins throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Two.
Cousins again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Hey, we're good. Spurs. Gun. Through. Yellow. Wait, hot.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Here's Trubisky to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Forced out to his left. Now Trubisky lost the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Right. Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Cousins. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gun. Put your heart on.
A first down throw for Cousins. Staying on his feet. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Here we go, huh? Here we go. Gun. My play. Right side.
Cousins now on 2nd down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey. 4 down.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here we go, 48.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Open man as Thielen is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down. Check. Here we go. Check.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, now here we go, oh. The hug. Hey, we're good. Rhino.
Throwing here, Cousins. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pick up of 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
We're going. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Gun. Check 4.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run with Cook. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Minnesota, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, just get to school, that's some truancy. Made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the volume. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got to picture me. Pacific ice, I'm an ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never be lucky. My diamonds, they dust. My neck and my belly. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around. Yeah. Home. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the trolls. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with the 2 dot team, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, do my tag on, I got it in the bag, man, I'm getting all type of cash on my general crew. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, just get to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the volume. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to Dustin? Yeah,
on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a vision. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that.